Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more FIFA 22 Career Mode here today on the channel. Back with Season 1 Episode 2 of my Juventus Career Mode series. We're back on Fifers Realism Mod. Here today, we're going to start this episode off with a match against AC Milan at San Siro. We've also got the January transfer window coming up as well, so hopefully we can get some new players in. I am looking for potentially a centre-back, a right-back, and maybe even a midfielder here and there, but we'll just have to see who is going to be sold and brought in and where we can generate some funds because we're quite low on it at the moment. We're currently top of Serie A as we go into this match against AC Milan. Unfortunately, we had a pretty bad draw against Lazio at the end of last episode, but overall, after 30 or so points, we're still top of the league. We've still got the Coppa Italia still to come. And we have made it to the knockout rounds of the Champions League, unfortunately finishing in second in our group. Chelsea topped the group because they, let's be honest, they bashed us up. They smashed us at the bridge. But anyway, we have to focus on the Italian league now, where we face AC Milan away. We face Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Still a lot of good players at Milan. And this should be a good one. We've beaten Roma this season. We've beaten Lazio, which are fully licensed in Fifers Realism Mod. We've also beaten Atalanta. I think our first loss of the season actually came to Inter Milan. So we haven't got the best record against the Milan sides. Hopefully that doesn't continue here today against AC. Dybala starting off the attack. Oh my god, hang on. We're sort of running through it a bit. Morata turned his man. Oh my god, what a first attempt, mounting the pressure from kickoff against Milan. Morata gets a brilliant shot on target. Cuadrado tracking back, can't quite get Bakayoko. Danilo comes in. What was that, man? We had two decent tackles there. Rebic from range. Off the crossbar again. 1-0, we're down. What a crazy goal Rebic has capitalised on there. 1-0. Juventus are down at San Siro. No. No. Come on, Dybala. Second half now. Still 1-0 down to AC Milan. They're still running the show. Playing some glorious football there. Bakayoko over the top to Theo Hernandez. On a yellow, got the shot on target, but it wasn't to be. Chiesa. Sandro now. Back to Chiesa. Morata to find Kulusevski. Oh, it's been a while since he's put his name back on the score sheet, but he's tied things up here 1-1. Okay, to be fair, we're probably kind of getting dominated in that match. Probably deserved to at least get a draw from this one. Near post OP on the left foot. Juventus spraying the football around. And he's released that one brilliantly there. 1-1 against Milan. We need to make some subs. Moise Kean exhausted. Looks like he's going... Morata's exhausted. Moise Kean come on. It looks like Moise Kean's probably going to be sent back to Everton. Rafa's going to call him because Rafa's had a call with me and said, hey, I don't think he's getting enough game time, which is understandable. They think he'd get more time in the Prem, which is probably realistic. Anyway, Bernardeschi coming on. Same with Rabiot. Oh, Ibra. Oh, Rebic. AC Milan in the 90th minute. If we concede in the 90th minute again, I'm going to be furious. Nearly did, though. Danilo. And that's it. 1-1 just before the 90th minute there. It was a draw in the end. We drew against Lazio as well. So, unfortunately, it was a close one. They probably had more XG than us by the look of it. Alrighty, so my Colombian Youth Academy lad can be promoted. Alright, back in the league, we hosted Venezia actually. We managed to beat them 2-1 with a Chiesa brace. And we've mathematically qualified for the knockout round already, but the last match against Malmo ended 2-1. Player of the Year, Robert Lewandowski won it. Finally deserved it. Alrighty, so after 15 games played, we sit on 38 points. Inter with 33 in second, Milan in third. So the league table is starting to take shape. Okay, 12th of December now, we face Napoli, who are having an amazing season in real life. Not so much in this game. They're not even in the top 6. Anyway, we're going to face Napoli now away. We're going down to Naples. Going to be battling them under Mount Vesuvius. We'll go and visit Pompeii when we're down there. Anyway, let's get stuck into Naples. Osimhen having an amazing season in real life. Got to watch out for him. Sandro looking to drive the football forward. Everyone's been locked down here. Hang on, I might have to go for a shot here with Sandro. Oh, and it's gone in. An unlikely goal scorer, to be honest. Just before the 6th minute there, Alex Sandro. Eat your heart out. He's still got it. Some of you guys have recommended for me to move on Sandro because he is an aging player. He's not the spring chicken he was back in the day. But he's done exceptionally well there. Oh, because look, if we get a huge offer for him, like it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe replace him like an Alex with an Alex Telles, who just isn't getting game time at United, but is still a very decent left back. Ball in, Dybala, with 2 shots, couldn't get the follow up. Dybala. Back at it again. To Morata. Just wide of the post. Curling it around as well. Dybala dropping super deep. Just trying to get the football flowing. He's just getting marked out. Oh, Fabian as well. Got to watch out for him. Oh, Locatelli. Makes it 2-0. Okay, little old Locatelli puts his name on the score sheet. That's the first goal I've scored with him. He's putting Fabian to shame, who, honestly, I would think the best player in real life the entirety of this season is probably Fabian for Napoli. He's been so dominant in the midfield. Morata on the breakaway here. Running away from Koulibaly. Makes it 3-0. We've managed to regain some confidence and sort of gusto in the league. It is 3-0 just before the 35th there. We're smashing Napoli up. Chiesa, second half now. Kulusevski, Locatelli on a brace maybe. Oh, doesn't want to go selfish, but probably should have in the end. Goulam puts it out. Insigne dropping back. Dybala with the header. Oh, nearly a back heel there. Again, corner kick, Chiesa to Danilo. Monolas gets it away. Morata to Chiesa. Federico Chiesa. Just wide. Okay. 3-0 up. Time to make some subs. Oh, Politano. Great strike at Chesney. And that's it. We've managed to win the match 3-0. Good. Our first match against Napoli ended in a glorious victory. Alright. Back in the league, we had a match against Verona at home. We hosted them and we went and smashed them 4-1. Dybala picking up 2 decent goals. And yeah, Moise Kean is no longer at the club. That's a shame. Alrighty, so now we're in the January transfer window. We can make some signings this season because I wanted to keep it realistic and sensible and turn it off when we've been drawn against United. Okay, so after 17 games played, we sit on 44 points. Inter in second, Lazio third, AC Milan in fourth, Atalanta breaking into the top 5, but Jose Mourinho's Roma are currently in 7th. But we've been drawn against United in the round of 16. Crazy. Alrighty, so it's time to try and move on some players. Chiellini has gone down 2 at the moment as well. 2 overall. He's 37 years of age. Same with Bonucci. He's 34. We're going to try and move him on as well. I like Juan Cuadrado. I actually liked him a lot this season, but he's just 33 years of age. He's going down in stats. We need a new right back. I want to transfer this Ramsey as well. Danilo's actually played alright. He's only just hit 30, and he's been playing as a really good centre-back. So unless a crazy offer comes in for him, I'm actually happy to keep him as a centre-back, but look, if we get like a £50 million bid, we could definitely move him on. Try and move on to Stiglio as well. Turin is... What's he going to do? Oh, he's going to sign a contract. Oh, I was going to say he's probably not because he didn't sign one earlier in the season. Stiglio will sign one as well. But we'll try and move him on. And these other youngsters that are on loan doesn't really bother me too much. Alright, we had an away match against Torino. We went and smashed them up 4-1. Danilo actually started off the scoring, followed by Chiesa and Kulusevski. Okay. So, unfortunately, Stiglio, he's going to run down his contract, and looks like he's going to be joining Bilbao in the end. So, we've got a couple offers here. Wow, 115 million for Dybala from Villarreal. No way I'm going to be selling him. I am open for bids for Ramsey. Alright, back in La Liga, we managed to beat Fiorentina 2-0, thanks to a great opening goal by Dybala to make it 1-0 just in the 23rd, and then Locatelli sealed things up late on with a decent volley in the 63rd, and Dusan Vlahovic couldn't pick up a goal, which is interesting. Okay, so in the round of 16 of the Coppa Italia as well, I definitely want to try and make the final. Okay, back in the league, we got some crazy performances here. We went and smashed Parma 5-1 at home. Vazquez picking up Parma's only goal. Alright, back in the January transfer window, I have gone and sold Carlo, my goalkeeper, for £1 million or so. Alright, and we also received a huge bid for Juan Cuadrado. He's gone to Manchester United, so he's going to be facing us in the round of 16. Normally it'd be Champions League tied, but I guess we're going to play against him. They need a new right back. He actually looks alright in a Man United kit. I would have liked Juan Cuadrado, maybe when he was a little bit younger. You forget that he used to play for Chelsea. Alright, we had another match in the league. We managed to beat Sassuolo 4-1. Still conceding quite a bit though. Okay, moving on now to one of the bigger transfers of the window. We've sold Aaron Ramsey for €17 million to Inter Milan. Would have liked to sell him to Newcastle instead of a rival, but I need the funds over that fact, to be honest. I've also sold Bonucci as well to Borussia Dortmund. He's been given the new number 6 in Germany, and we sold him for €24 million, which is quite decent. Alright, back in the league, we had another match against Sampdoria, and we managed to beat them 4-1. Okay, we've reached the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia now against Roma. And we managed to go in and beat Jose Mourinho's side 3-0 thanks to a brilliant goal, a cracking finesse by Dybala in the 23rd minute. Alright, back in the window again. We've sold Chiellini to Roma. Maybe after that defeat to us, Jose needed to restructure his defensive line. And we also had a 1-1 draw, unfortunately, against Calgary. Alright, we're at transfer deadline day. We've managed to generate £76 million, and hopefully we can make some signings on the deadline day. I had no idea how much money I was going to be able to generate over the window, so we've got some players that are quite expensive and that are quite cheap on the list as well. Isco's joined Serie A, which is interesting. Schuler has left Bayern Munich as well. Okay, so we've got a couple of options here. I feel like we need some more reinforcements in the midfield, and I think going for Paul Pogba, particularly that his contract is expiring and looks like he could be leaving on a free, we might try and bring him in, and also a new right back as well. Selic and Mazraoui, one more expensive, one more a little bit cheaper, who won the French League last year. So let's start up and negotiate with Ralf Rangnick and try and get the services of Paul Pogba. Unfortunately, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still there, but for all intensive purposes, we are currently negotiating with Manchester United's new manager, Ralf Rangnick, for the services of Paul Pogba, and we could hopefully get it over the line for £84 million. He can be back at not necessarily his boyhood club, but the club that made his career. Alright, 28 years of age, 87 overall. Can we get this deal done? Will he be back in the Zebra kit in January? So $4 million, a 4-year contract, a whopping 222k. It's quite a huge wage. That's what he's currently on at United. As we are in a different league and the finances are different, we probably can get at least a 40k reduction on that. We'll see what he has to say. And he's going to accept it, so he might have actually overpaid slightly for good old Paul Pogba. However, he's going to be joining the club, and that will give us some fantastic reinforcements in January. United under Ralph Rangnick were open to negotiating with me after we gave them a favourable deal for Juan Cuadrado, leaving in January as well for £20 million. You scratch my back, I can scratch yours. And Paul Pogba is now Juventus's new player. I'm going to have to figure out how to put him in the team though. Alrighty. There he is. So he can play centre mid, left mid, 28 years of age. Here is Paul Pogba in the FIFA 22 Juventus kit. How fantastic does he look? We'll give him the number 6. I think that's the play. Okay, position-wise for Pogs, we've got a couple of options. I think, look, you know what? Bring him into an attacking midfield role is probably not a bad idea. And then we can put a Dybala as a striker. Okay, so we've got a couple of options here. We do need a right back now that Juan Cuadrado has left. So I'm going to try and negotiate with Ajax's Mazraoui, the Moroccan international who is 24 years of age. Let's try and get the deal done. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have that much funds. So we're going to have to do a player swap deal. They're not interested in Rabiot. How about Rodrigo here? The thing is, although we're Juventus, we're still operating on a shoestring budget because we have to get those permanent deals of Morata, Chiesa, and we can even get Moise Kean in. Alright, so how about just a straight swap? They want 55 million. I know he's worth a lot, Mazraoui, because he's got a huge potential and he's quite young, but we might not be able to bring him in. Like, he'd be my ideal signing for the right back for Juventus. We might have to move on to someone else. Like, what about my goalkeeper? Yeah, they want 55. I don't have a cash plus a player that they're interested in. Okay, so we're going to go for an underrated sort of signing. I'm going to go for Turkish international, 24 years of age, Selik, who plays for Lille, who obviously was a league winner last year with the French side. So we haven't got too much cash, so we might have to do a player plus cash deal as well. I'm tempted to send Regani over, plus a fee if they're interested. Who else have we got? I'm just sort of looking through here. Maybe, I kind of like Rabiot though, even though we haven't been using him. He's a really good rotational player. I'm more open to letting Rodrigo go. Maybe it's too much. So let's offer just that 23 mil. So they're not interested in Rodrigo. Okay, maybe in a centre back. So we'll offer 5 million plus Regani. See what happens. They want 10 million, so they're actually happy to negotiate because Lille desperately need a defender. That's probably realistic as they have Jose Font and a couple of others who are aging in the defence. How about £10 million plus Regani, and they're going to accept and get the deal done. I like Regani. His potential was nowhere near what it was, but we desperately need a right back in this team. And I feel like Danilo is adequately being a right back, a centre back now. So I think getting Selik in, and then we'll look for a centre back next season if we do season 2, depending on where we finish this year. So 60k on the wage. Looks like the second signing is going to be Selik, the Turkic international. And obviously, we signed Paul Pogba a little bit earlier. Benevento, 24 years of age, 80 overall. He's got fantastic stamina about him, really good engine, and work rate. And now Regani, 27 years of age, yes, 78 overall. He just hasn't cut the mustard. Okay, Napoli have launched a £27 million bid for 31-year-old Sandro. Crystal Palace came in with an offer for Rabiot as well, but it wasn't enough. Pretty big offer here for Danilo, who's 30. They're offering just under £40 million. I would only sell Danilo for about 50. Barca came in a bid with the Dybala. And check this out, Donny van der Beek from United. So we'll negotiate firstly with Sociedad. And honestly, I want like 60 million for him. But they're not going to accept. 31 million pounds was rejected. But they've got that Paul Pogba money. But this is really interesting. 63 million plus Donny van der Beek. I quite like that. But I want Dybala to be my striker. He is one of the best players in the game in FIFA. 28 years of age, 89 overall. At this stage, I still think he's got a couple years left in him. But maybe in the future, we could swap him out for a Donny van der Beek. Because he would be a decent replacement for him. But with this, we don't want to sign too many United players. So look, how about Ralph Rangnick? 30 million euros. So they're offering Mason Greenwood plus 70 mil. That is a huge offering and probably a decent one. They're happy to get rid of Greenwood. We could bring back Cristiano. I don't particularly want to do that. Jadon Sancho. He did score against Chelsea a couple weeks ago, but yeah, maybe not. Bruno Fernandes. They've signed Thomas Muller. Look, I would rather the cash. I don't want to take too many United players. I feel like they'd be unrealistic if I went and signed a bunch of them. So, look, I'm happy to let Dybala go, but it's going to have to be for a huge payday, Manchester United. I know you're good for the money because I bought and sent you some money for Paul Pogba, but it looks like the deal's going to fall through. All right, coming to the last hour of transfer deadline day, we've received an offer here for Kulusevski for 20 million plus Ansu Fati. Wow. I quite like Kulu as he's a left foot right winger. There's not too many of those. Oyarzabal is another one. But I think Kulusevski is actually more valuable to me in the side than, controversially, Chiesa, I think. And an offer did come in for Sandro quite late from Chelsea, which would have been good if that offer came in earlier in the window. I might have accepted it, but the deal was slammed shut. D'Astiglio has signed a free pre-contract to join Leeds, and we did generate some money in January as well. But the biggest sort of selling was Juan Cuadrado to United, and Paul Pogba has come to Juventus. Thomas Muller has gone to United as well. Nicolas Schüller has gone to Madrid, along with Lucas Hernandez. Carrera has joined Arsenal, and Mazraoui ended up transferring this window under speculation from us to Man City for 55 mil. Yeah, I get that's realistic. That's why he wasn't coming for around about 20 million pounds we're offering in the end. Zinchenko, the Ukrainian, has left Manchester City to join Barca, and Isco has left to join Atalanta, and he's always a really good Juventus. I think I've signed him in my Juventus career mode in other years, so he's always a good player to bring in. Okay, so now that Paul Pogba's in the team, we've got to make some changes to the starting 11. So I'm going to put Pogba as a cam because, like, I look, I don't think Pogba is a cam, but if you've got Arthur, Locatelli, and Pogba in a midfield three, it's very unbalanced. It's very uneven. So who's the best cam in that midfield three? Let me know in the comments. I would say Pogba is, who can play that more advanced role. And on FIFA, Pogba's a little bit broken because he's so physical and tall. So I'm going to try and convert him to a cam. And what I'll do is I'll swing Dybala back to a centre forward and a striker eventually. For some reason I couldn't change him to a centre forward there for whatever reason. Selic will make a right back as well. But, hey, once Pogba and Dybala get exhausted, we'll bring on Morata and Bernardeschi, someone who's a little bit more adequate in that cam department. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching episode 2 of my FIFA 22 Juventus Career Mode. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming out soon. And I'm going to play the outro now. Thanks, guys. We're going to end the transfer window, the January one, and we've got the rest of the season to come. We've got some Champions League football. Yeah, we've got Manchester United in the round of 16, which is going to be incredibly exciting as Juan Cuadrado is going to be facing his former side, and, of course, Paul Pogba. Pog back at Juventus this time around. Okay, boys, take care. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Got to say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. So thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.